Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to beat that Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Allen. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, he tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call, turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the 1st down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Open man right side, Smith-Schuster complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to 6. Now a 3rd and 6. On play action, here's Nix. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Patrick Ricard from 6 yards away. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Niners 14, Steelers 7. Andres Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Round 80.
Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes not get away.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I've had this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
319!
Allen now looks to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Throwing now is Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Inside handoff here to Ricard. He's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun again to Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Patrick Ricard, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McPherson now for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Isaiah Pacheco on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go for the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
San Francisco.
Nix to the air. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Here's Nix. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerry Judy, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Quick throw, but incomplete. Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
319.
Now Allen. We'll get back to Charbonnet. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
13 yards.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
A final shot before break. Nix. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running.
There he goes, right side. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, 49ers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 78 yards. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2
The
here.
49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the line. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Steelers 14. Andres Borregales set to
Following the
kick off.
touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Solid stiff arm. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air, Allen. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard
and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And 9 yards.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Allen to throw it. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
29-yard line.
Allen going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again to the fullback in the dive. Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now Allen. That's to the tight end home. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how you show the defense.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Brings up
52.
One final try here for Allen. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Emeka Egbuka from a yard out. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense.
Handling for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
20. Evan McPherson.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
To throw is Nix. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Yards to go.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, here's Nix. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. He's going to be out up around the 35-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now it's Nix. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. If you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
It's 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10. Allen It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice game. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush. Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. To throw is Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Allen. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
12 more yards.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing, Allen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Allen. Got his man, that's Curry for the Steelers touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, and miscommunication on the ladder. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they'd put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the fourth quarter.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
Take him out! This is just not fun anymore! I can't believe this!
That was terrible! Awful! Seriously, just disgraceful!
It was terrible! Awful! Seriously, just disgraceful!
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. We're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why that so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the bootleg, it's Nix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Nix. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's going to be taken down for 37. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, 49.
At the 37-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Nix to throw. It's made by Smith-Schuster. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. So that'll bring up 4th down. That'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check out.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
1st and 10.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown. 49ers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start.
Oh, look at this. It's a feat.
I just can't wrap my head around that decision, Mike. I mean, think about it this way. If you want to go for two, by bringing your extra point unit on, you have to snap the ball from the 15. If you keep your offense on the field to go for two, you get to snap the ball from the 2-yard line.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll be forced out of bounds by a very solid return. First carry here for Kyron Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end, Oronde Gadsden, the second. Look at the big man go. And he will score. Oronde Gadsden for the touchdown.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
All square now at 6 aside as the ball's back in the air again. On the return, here's Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin
The
there.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners to gain a 43 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. They'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
18.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Throwing, missed. As he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Working out of the gun. It's Hicks. Oh, he's going to be fouled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And the score remains level.
Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead, and it just doesn't work out.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even at 6 apiece. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They get 16 on that connection. That's enough for a 1st down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
34 yards.
They get big yardage on the deep ball. It's a gain of 34.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line. Here's a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Right open Jigba has it. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
They'll run. It's Williams. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. He'll drop the throw. He's got his big tight end. Oronde Gadsden has a touchdown. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
Kyren Williams on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the ball. He's trying to use the big frame to push forward, but I don't think he's going to get there. He's held up at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down. They'll try him now with the kicker. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll go with Williams. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in. I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Visitors 20. 49ers 6.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. He'll start at the 4. Oh, he tries to lateral the ball. but it's a mistake. That ball is out.
By the receiving
And
team.
it's recovered by one of his teammates. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Smith
And that's
in
it.
on the tackle.
The Niners will
No
use the
gain
first
on
of their
the play.
timeouts,
2nd
as
and
that'll
10.
stop the clock with
At
12
the
seconds to
20-yard
go
line.
in this first half. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Nicks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
See the ball, see the ball, see the ball. Hold on, son. Ready. Right here, right.
Back to throw is Nicks. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Set go.
Now, faking the give. Pass over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Defender drapes all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he'll take this one in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba for the score.
So by nature, Mike, you know I am a guy that is generally aggressive on 4th down, but I'm not sure if I was the coach that I would even be this aggressive. I mean, it was 4th and long, but hey, listen, they have confidence in their offense. They have confidence in their group, and hey, who are we to second guess them?
The offense will line up
They'll look to throw.
Point conversion.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Keeps the score.
So they decided to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped
The
at
Niners
25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Almost set. Ready.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Almost set.
2nd down. Nix. Into the hands of Juju. And he's going to get this one up to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the 49er first down.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Now he takes off. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We'll go play action with Nick. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
all right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That is brought in at the 10. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's another 49er first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw is Nix. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
4-yard gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Over there, fullback trying to get it. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
It's third down and goal to go.
Here's Nix to throw. He's got his man in the middle of the end zone. Sunday gets it. Touchdown, 49ers. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay, break.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. In the middle, Smith-Njigba with the grab. And them up and down, just shy of the 40. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On the toss, it's Williams. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
At the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Let's go. 72.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Niners have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
The Niners take over first and 10
for Nix. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And he will score. Game on. Gary Judy. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Pulled in, and they're able to tack off the two-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, taken down 23-yard line. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete. Jamel Dean that time. All over him in coverage.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after the gain of 7 on 1st down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had a reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
We got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with the conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
They're trying to power ahead with Ricard. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th-quarter lead. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Open man, it's Juju Smith-Schuster downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll drop to throw. He'll complete that to his fullback. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe.
Pressure there, he can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Throw it. Nix. Trying to set up a screen here with Pacheco. That one way too slow developing. They rally to the ball. They get the man, and it's no gain.
Third down.
Throwing now on 4th and long. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. So it's a win for our visitors. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.